Okay, so, okay, here we go. So let me share my screen, possibly. Okay. Okay, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay. Let me, I want to make sure the video works, but okay, I hope it works. I don't know if it's going to work when I play the video through my computer. Okay, we'll just hope for the best. It doesn't matter if you hear this video because it has all the words on it, but eventually I'm going to have to figure out how to make sure you guys can hear my video when I'm playing it. Okay, so this is a huge thing when okay, my learners struggle with claims and counterclaims, and it seems like they're having a really difficult time. Some people more than others. Matt, I know that in the SLP all the time, you guys have to make claims and counterclaims. That's like a weekly thing, I feel like. Is that very true? Yeah, so I figured we'd talk a little bit about this week, and Matt, you can add anything you want to as we go through this, but this is a huge thing. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about claims and how to make a good claim, but a lot of times, in order to make a good claim, you have to see both sides of the issue. So you have to see the counterclaim. You have to be able to know what the other side is going to say in order to make your claim more substantial, better. Okay, and this is something that you do in Odysseyware. This is something you do in the SLP. This is something, no matter what platform you're working on, that you're definitely going to be using counterclaims. Okay. Next slide. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so a claim is debatable position on a topic that should be supported by evidence. Okay, so you're making your claim. Now, Matt, will everybody make the same claim?
No.
No. Now, what's the most important thing about your claim? You just have to be able to what?
You have to provide you have to provide evidence to back up what you say.
Exactly. So I remember just a week ago or 2 weeks ago in my Odysseyware class, you had to pick either whether the Battle of Gettysburg or the Battle of Vicksburg was the most pivotal battle to that point. And I had learners pick both battles. Some picked Gettysburg, some picked Vicksburg, but then they had to back it up. And then you actually had to write a counterclaim seeing the other person's view. And they were great. I had lots for Vicksburg. I had lots for Gettysburg. But just like Matt said, right, it's all about backing it up, okay? So as long as you're able to support your position, you're perfectly fine. Okay, now the counterclaim addresses a different position on the issue and then refutes the position. So they might say, you know, the Battle of Gettysburg is the most important battle, but then they can also see Vicksburg's point of view, okay? So they'll come back around and give some reasons, but then at the end they'll say, even though Vicksburg had, them enclosing it like a snake, I still feel Gettysburg was more important because, okay, so you come back around. So some people may say it can be argued that, okay, so seeing both points of view. Okay, so this is what I don't know if you'll hear the sound, but you'll still be able to read through this even if you can't hear it. Okay, so here we go. Can you hear it?
No.
No? Okay, it's okay. You can just read it.
All right.
Can you hear me? Awesome. All right, we're going to start in just 4 minutes. Guys, we have 4 minutes. Make sure you have a...
Okay, I'm actually going to stop it right here because this is perfect. Like counterclaim argument starters, the opposing view is that some people may think that. Some people might say that, you know, Vicksburg is not the most important battle. Some people might, you know, think that, and then you can kind of do it. So that's a great counter argument starter there. Okay. So if you look here, you have your counterclaim. There are those who claim that technology is making people less creative, and they give a reason. They say that computers and cell phones make us lazy and we don't have to think about or create for ourselves. And then they come back around with the rebuttal. However, according to this source, using technology, one can design a web page. So again, you're seeing both sides of the issue, and that's why it's important. And the more specifics you can give, the better, like actually quoting something saying, you know, using this technology. Okay, so you can see how, I like how they broke it up there. Okay. Okay, does that make a little bit more sense though, how you do that? Okay, I thought that was a pretty good video there. I just wish you could hear it. So what exactly is in a full counterclaim? So you have your counterclaim, like I said, the reasons and the rebuttal, and I just put this down here because I thought this was absolutely great. And if you want to go back and look at this afterwards, I'll put the slideshow in with it and you can kind of go back and look through it. But I think it's important, like I said, to have the different reasons and go through it. And Matt, you've done this quite a bit, right?
A lot, actually.
A lot. Okay. And do you believe using actual evidence and citing is what really helps you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So Blake, if you're able to find, you know, the little sliver of information here, this is what's going to help you, you know, finding specifics. And Matt, you are good with that. You go through the sources that they give you in the SLP and they find them, and then, you know, he'll quote them and he'll use them. And a lot of times in the SLP too, they give you those nice charts, and Matt's really good at filling out the charts, Blake. If you use the charts, and I sit down with my learners at Learning Lab a lot too, and we print the charts and then we write on them. I don't know, Matt, do you actually print anything? Do you print and write on the charts, or you just,
No.
okay, you just write on them and like use it, or you just type on them? Okay.
Yeah.
Do you keep a notebook at all to keep things in
I
it?
keep a notebook.
You keep a notebook, okay.
Yeah.
So Matt keeps a notebook, and that's where he can get a lot of his information. So Blake, you can print it, you can keep a little notebook, but using the charts and the different things that they give you in the SLP are going to help you.
All right.
Then I found some examples here. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Matt? Okay, missed that there. Oh. Okay, so here's another example of a counterclaim. How can students focus better in school? And the claim is students that are allowed to chew gum focus better in school. And the counterclaim is gum will be a distraction if it is chewed loudly. And it'd be up to you to determine how to prove that the counterclaim is not true. Okay, so you can go through that. Okay, are you guys still with me? Can you hear me? Okay, good.
I remember when I was in school, we weren't allowed to chew gum because they didn't like the kids putting it under the desks.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Blake's dad, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that. What did you say?
Yeah, I remember when I was in school, they wouldn't let you chew gum because a lot of the kids would put the gum where it wasn't supposed to be.
That is very true, and that still happens today, and it is absolutely disgusting. When I was in a brick and mortar classroom, we would often find gum, and then it was always the person, of course, that didn't put it under the desk that would find it and have it all over them. So it's disgusting, yeah. And yeah, here's another one. Claim McDonald's should be considered a healthy restaurant because they offer water, fruit, and salad. The counterclaim is even though they have a few healthy options, the vast majority of these options are greasy, fried, and high in calories. So you're seeing both sides of the issue. Okay, and that's what's so important. And then hopefully you'll have some success, okay? So this little kid had some success with his claim and counterclaims. But it's all about finding information, Blake, okay? So if you can see here, the claim, the counterclaim. So they do offer good things, but then you can see that they also offer the bad things. And you would be specific. Maybe you would talk about certain greasy foods and how many calories are in them. And just like this one, the prompt, the claim, the counterclaim. And then you find information. You're back, Matt. We lost you. Did your internet go out?
No.
No?
Yeah, my internet went out.
Internet went out, okay. Yeah, Matt sometimes loses us, but that's okay. So we were just talking about different counterclaims. We said, here's an example of one. We talked about gum, and Blake's dad said when he was in school that they weren't always allowed to have gum because it would end up in places it wasn't supposed to. And I said, I totally agree with that. And then we talked about this one, the claim that McDonald's does have healthy food, but the counterclaim is that a vast majority of their options are greasy, fried, and high in calories. And then you can mention some of them, give some examples, but then come back around and, talk more about the healthy stuff. Okay. So it's all up to you. It's your point of view, and you just have to be able to back it up. Okay. We good with that? Everyone feeling good?
Yep.
Okay. I'm feeling pretty good too. I'm sorry that the music doesn't play. I have to figure out how to do that. So next time I play a video that you guys need to hear, I will have to get tech support to help me out here. So, okay. But you guys have a good week. I said this too, Matt, this is what you do when you feel success. Yay. I just thought the kid was cute. Okay. So you guys take care. I'll post this in the Google Classroom for our social studies, and hopefully I'll see you at Learning Lab, Blake, sometime this week. Maybe today, maybe Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to bring him down here at 1 o'clock.
Okay. Perfect, Blake. Okay. Yep. So have a game plan, know what you need to do, and we'll help you out then. And Matt, if you need anything, send me a hangout. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Wonderful. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
Bye, guys.
See ya.